What's good, peeps? We're back. I will probably be streaming Hitman tomorrow. Between a time frame, I'm not exactly sure, but I will definitely be streaming some Hitman. Let's just see. Definitely not much to change about this game, but the one thing I can say is I'm not disappointed in this game. Pele Cup for a chance to win air punch and kickouts. That's the Juventus thing, if I'm correct. These people like Pokemon. Ooh. Graph. 1,800 V-Bucks, yeah, I'm not about to buy that. I know my first day in class or whatever, me and my professor was talking about what is one thing, platform stuff that we were just talking about. Certain stuff has a platform and like distinguishing both things from what is a distributor and a publisher, basically. Like Hitman is distributed by Square Enix, but the actual people who produce it is what you call IOI Interactive. I will be playing Hitman 3 tomorrow. I will be playing that. Uh, yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be playing it at midnight, but I mean, if I do, I don't really have anything to worry about. I mean, I got like 2 classes, but I got work. I got work at 5. I got to do some type of computer-based training. I went to sleep yesterday pretty good, so I mean, I got energy. That's a plus. But man, like I said, what my professor was talking about the difference between the games. He's talking about he got an Xbox Series X. He said he was looking for a PlayStation 5, but he said you can't get it. I mean, and we started comparing and contrasting games, and I said I was being honest. PlayStation 5 does not have that many games, honestly speaking, and then most of the games, the functionality of the games, most of them require some type of online. Even the single players like Demon Souls. Demon Souls requires that you be online. Same thing with Hitman. You have to be online. Does that take away from the game? I would say no, but at the same time, I mean, the playability of games for most of these games is bad. I know the Back 4 Blood game. There's like 3 games I know I'm going to get. Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead, and not Left 4 Dead. Well, I just said it. Back 4 Blood. Far Cry 6 and Deathloop. Those are essentially 3 of the same games. In my honest opinion, where you really working with limited resources and stuff like that, trying to do something. But gameplay wise, a lot of these games, I'm not really even looking at them. But I feel like most games, Fortnite, I'm not saying Fortnite has the best recipe for games and stuff like that. Fortnite, even though they may not have the audience retention, they're still pretty good. They still got lucrative brand deals. So what I mean by that, I mean, what I'm saying does make sense. they're getting games or people of different games that go in there with Halo and then when they have in Kratos, God of War. But one thing I noticed is that they're not necessarily going to the actual producers. I mean, they went to Microsoft and Sony. And you can still get, like, Kratos if you want Xbox and you play it on, you know, Xbox. You get Kratos still. So I feel like it's a win-win for both companies. But it is like a strategic alliance, basically. But, yeah. But one thing I was transparent with my professor about is he was talking about, like, he does, I think he said he does, like, computer software and then just selling stuff like that. Because I was thinking from, like, a project management class and learning about certain stuff. I think it was cool. But I told him that he was talking about 2K. I didn't bring up 2K. I said 2K is pretty bad. And I'm not bad at 2K. I just don't like 2K this year, man. I'll probably get back on 2K, but one of my friends, I don't know if he's even getting a PS5. I think he's done with games for a while, but I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up. Hold on. What challenge can I do? Alright, there we go. That's the only reason why I did that, so I can kind of hire this guy. That's the easy quest. Get your gold bars up. Only reason why I did that. But majority of the time I fight games, in my honest opinion, like we were talking about Game Pass. Game Pass is better than PlayStation now. I'm not being a fanboy, but saying that I think Xbox. Go with whatever you think that is the best. What's desirable for you. PlayStation 5 is good, but I feel like both consoles. I mean, they're not selling themselves short, but gameplay wise and stuff like that, a lot of these games, I don't know, man. And someone said too, they used to be a fanboy of certain stuff like that, but then they realized they got the best of both worlds. They got the best of both worlds. Because with, I think with PC, you can still get Halo. I used to play Halo. I used to play on PC a long time ago, like 2008, 2009. That was actually my first experience with games and stuff like that. My sister used to play Halo and stuff like that, and so I used to play it. But I think Halo as a franchise now, I feel like they're done with it. Not saying the franchise in itself, it just needs a reboot. To me, not too many games are at a point where I just feel like they're just amazing. Because there's just some things like too with the updates, like 2K on PS4, it wasn't playable. Like 2K20, all the stuff they did, that was a travesty in itself because you couldn't sustain all the updates that they had within like what a 2 weeks period. And you know, I don't feel like there's any quality of life measure of like how does this negatively and adversely affect the actual game. And that's me being objective. I don't really try to lie or cape for games and stuff like that. Like people call me a harsh critic behind a lot of stuff because I be factually, or I be opinionated for the most part. For some of this stuff, it's already stuff like people say. But I'm a little bit more open and honest about mine. It's like just saying the game. If a game's terrible or trash, I'm gonna call it trash. I don't think there's a way that 2K or any other game, honestly, that's like a AAA publisher sustaining longevity, and that makes any sense. Or content fillers. 2K does not do a great job of content fillers. And if they do, the only thing that someone could possibly say, but that even that's a stretch, is 2K. Like 2K, my team. I'm not a huge fan of my team. I'll probably get back on 2K one of these days with my boy Chino, but the day that I stream 2K, I mean, 65 win percentage is not bad. That's what I had. Like I had like a 70, but then everybody, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't really be shooting. Sometimes I can shoot, and sometimes I don't. But one thing I realized about it, to me, I should not be forced to taking shots. I'm not afraid to take a shot, but it's just the fact is that the badges and stuff, to me, in all honesty, badges and stuff do play an important part in 2K. But the takeovers and stuff have allowed people and stuff like that, like the easy blow bys, advanced gatherers, slashers and stuff like. There should be no reason why a 6'7" power forward gets more than enough abilities at that position. I would never even make a 6'7" power forward because what in the world is that? I never heard of a 6'7" power forward in real life. I mean, what was that guy's name? He was the guy that was a laughing stock. Chuck Hayes. There we go. He was like 6'6", 6'7". That's the only power forward I know, and he was pretty terrible. So am I saying that we need to have a mini Chuck Hayes? No. Oh, that guy actually had me low. Killed him though. But back to what I was saying, a lot of these games, I feel like, I'm not saying people need to be Chuck Hayes, but there should be a way to counteract some of the issues and stuff to balance, and they don't take that into an account. So instead of making like a stable game, in my honest opinion, for the longevity of the game, you're getting various ideas of what I feel like a game should be. You shouldn't have an arsenal or a raid 95 contact dunk. I have like what, an 88 contact dunk. But back to it, I don't like games in a way. I feel like a lot of games oversell. Like, if it weren't for the fact that they were a launch title, people wouldn't buy them. Or the fact they were just hyped, just in general. That's honest. I think like 2K is a launch title. I know people are pissed off about the what is it? About a legend reward, but you know, I don't feel like 2K could have done any better. Honestly, if you think about the rewards, I mean, all Hall of Fame badges. I mean, you do get 10 Hall of Fame badges, but I remember you only got 10 extra badge points to one Hall of Fame. Wow. This guy's actually not gonna move. That's funny. Oh my god. That was a good move. That was a good move. I'm not going to be 100% mad at that, but once again, shoot. Blue kill. That's the funniest person I've ever played with by far. PlayStation Plus, I feel like even got really worse, honestly. There's not been, I mean, Bug Snacks is a game, but it's catered towards kids. I mean, I might try out Bug Snacks, but I'm not really feeling it. Cold War is another example of a terrible game. I'm not bad at it. I just don't like the game. And the zombies experience, in my honest opinion, while it is better, I have to agree with it, it is better. You shouldn't have to wait, literally, what, November, December, January, literally, like, I would say 3 months for content filler. The only thing they add was raid. Then they added cranked to the actual, zombies thing, and then they had the one where you can play on the multiplayer maps. I didn't check it out. I wasn't impressed. And the sad thing about, like, you know, Cold War and these other games is that, you know, literally, I'm still thinking about it. I wouldn't want to do anything to my external hard drive or try to remove their hard drive that the PS5 and stuff already comes with, because the way I'm thinking, dealing with companies and that type of stuff, if you remove a tag or something out of the system, I would say you invalidate your warranty. Like, for instance, you ever dealt with the iPhone or had an issue with it and someone replaced your battery or something like that and it wasn't Apple, you basically void your warranty and stuff like that. So that's why I don't do stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't go and actually deal with somebody who's not like official company. Now, once again, I said this on one of my other streams and whatnot, is that I had a PS4 that was defective. I had the one where it was like the blue light of death. It couldn't like be, like, I couldn't see anything past it. You stuck on that blue little white line, the white streak. And you first turn on the PS4 and it would not go blue. And I sent it to Sony. I did not get my PlayStation 4 back for like at least like 5 months. I sent it in, and they sent it back to me. They didn't put like no type of letter or anything in the mail. It was just in a box. And they sent it back to me, and I put the return address and stuff like that. I went with my dad to when this happened, I was like like a freshman in high school. Yeah, I just got my PS4. So for a while, I was playing Origins on PS3, Zombies. So I'm kind of tying it all together, but like, yeah, Call of Duty to me now it's strictly about zombies. I'm not bad at multiplayer. Multiplayer is garbage. Um, I don't feel like you get rewarded for even anything, even the streaks. If they added dogs back into this new update, I will install it back. But past that, no. The maps is terrible. The satellite map is just head glitch central. Terrible map. Terrible map. That's me being objective. I mean, I don't really care about the games that much. I'm not getting paid for to play or talk about these games and stuff like that. I just give my honest opinion. I know people go on the tangent about I spent my hard-earned money on a product or whatever, and I expect to get what my money's worth. I agree with that, except the fact that I mean, I'm not going to try to piggyback on anybody. What anybody said, Call of Duty's been releasing the same couple games with minimal improvement and getting away with it, just for the fact that it's just Call of Duty. I mean, that's given a lot of games do that because they need to feel like they need to like impress stockholders and stuff like that. A lot of games, in my opinion, are not worth the money. Honestly speaking, on PS5, Godfall is not a good title. That's an honest admit objective. There's so many games that I think should be a whole lot better than what they are, but they were heavily marketed. And the sad part about I feel like most of the games, Demon's Souls is a solid game. I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but Demon's Souls it's a strong game, but for who though? Wow, that's third party. I mean, I can't do anything about that because I was screwed before I saw the fighting. I mean, it's whatever. Um, and I feel like the other thing too is with the skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking, I'm not 100% for it. I'm not 100% against it. But there's really no improvement at all. If I'm facing miniature versions of me, why are my teammates ass? A majority of the time, like I know there should be level matchmaking. I kind of agree with that, but there's no evil I say evil. I said well, let's go ahead and just say even distribution of actual like between the level and then the skill. Like for instance, the level, in my opinion, especially with like Call of Duty and all this other stuff, even with 2K, it goes back. The Rookieville is good. Rookieville is good. However, I don't feel like that's really fair assessment of the game. You don't have to play with other people unless you want to. And I feel like 2K would be a better experience if they did not try to, in other words, like force people's hand and trying to decide whether or not, people should be able to do this or that. My whole assessment, I feel like current gen is ran a whole lot better and has more support than next gen. I know that sounds crazy. Allow me to explain. The courts are more open, the viewership and stuff like that. The events are a whole lot better than what they are on next gen. Stuff runs properly. I know that's kind of maybe a controversial statement, but like next gen, I'm still thinking about it. Next gen, when the game first came out, I had the game when it first came out. Like I had the game. The park was choppy. You couldn't shoot. Western Wildcats, they always had a terrible court. and it's hard to even like move around or shoot. So majority of the time, you're seeing people slash while being up playing in there. It's just bad. That's me being honest. And then I feel like another aspect too that we don't really take into account is how bad and stuff that I feel like the future installment stuff are going to be. And it's being objective. How did I even do that? I knew I threw the thing and I just... How? But we'll play Hitman for y'all tomorrow before I go into work. I'll have like a time frame. That is true. I have like a class from 9 to 9:50, so I probably have like a little bit of wiggle room, possibility. Then I say around like 12 something, I probably get something to lunch, come back, get prepared for class or international business. But I do that online. Going to school online really makes no sense. The need for something or the need for work does not really equate to what's actually going on. And I know that sounds crazy. Like for instance, like people talking about bars and stuff need to be open. Bars and stuff don't need to be open because, in my honest opinion, I just went to Buffalo Wild Wings. There's just people coming in there with no mask on. They're not intending to wear a mask or anything like that. I take my food to go. Like, I'm not sitting down anywhere at all. When I mean at all, like bars and stuff need to be open. Are people talking about the people at restaurants talking about they're losing their shirts? I mean, you think about it. A bar has a place, but a bar does not have a place in serving people in a pandemic. You know, if you're renting something as high as $30,000, you could definitely supplement that income while like being in the particular location that you're in because it's a nice size space and it can utilize full capacity instead of half capacity. And then, you've been taking L's and stuff like that for business. Your profit and loss, you're not making nearly what you made. In a night, a bar can make, like a sports bar and it's jumping. You could probably see about $70,000 a day. In your heyday, you could pay your rent off in one day. But since everything is shut down, which it should be, it is what it is, in my honest opinion. There's nothing really that special about a bar. Honestly, overpriced drinks, overpriced wings, mediocre food, mediocre staff, and stuff like that, mediocre servers. And I do believe in giving a tip, but some people just, it's not my job, for people's bias. Like, I've gotten subpar service because literally the color of my skin a couple times, but I'm not gonna go into that. But that's just, and I still tip the people, that shouldn't be the point in case. That's confirmation bias, all sorts of type of stuff. It's not my job to prove, it's not my job why you being ignorant. Ignorance come in all the shapes, forms, different sizes, and stuff like that, in my honest opinion. Ignorance is bliss, man. Or it's just I remember one time, my dad went and got some salmon or something like that from this place. We've been back since, but we didn't go there for over a year. Oh my God. I had that guy, man. The matchmaking on this is pretty bad. Let's see. I'm gonna change my skin. But I feel like a lot of games and then a lot of stuff too, or just businesses in general, they're not really offering as much. Just particularly because they don't have to. Forgot. You're supposed to have some type of bag. I think this is it. Yep. Jesus Christ. What I'm saying, like, games, for instance, in my honest opinion, a lot of these games that we play and we buy, they have a shelf life, just like anything. My issue is, instead of like hiring or doing a lot of stuff, a lot of games, you can see there's a lot of listings and stuff for like Call of Duty, give or take. Call of Duty was a rush product. They definitely need to go and stop releasing yearly games, because obviously it's not working. And there's not been anything on the Firebase Z. I checked that out. I mean, I want to see something. I want to see something. Hopefully this thing doesn't take too long, or so I'm going to have to reload my console. This doesn't make any sense. Why is the thing spinning? The thing's spinning. Yeah, I'm going to try to restart the stream.